also touch on GPT-0. GPT-0 is also another AI detection tool that's very easy to use, right? And there's a website called gpt0.me that you can go check out. Last but not least, all right, there's also another tool called originality.ai. As they say, Originality AI is a tool designed to help web publishers, content creators, and all that. And as you hover over the text, you notice the references pop up with the link and so on. And in this particular one, there are like 4 links that it gives you a way to go dig in for more information. So I particularly like these capabilities to give me a better understanding of the information that's presented. Now, the next section I want to take you through is, what if someone actually submitted a little report to me, right? And they have used Copilot for Word. In this case, I've got my good buddy Ridwan do something up for me in Copilot for Word, right? He drafted a little essay, if you want, or report, right? Talking about global warming. Now, I'm sure many of you know that some of the warm weather days that we've been having could be a result of global warming, right? So he's created a report conveniently using Copilot for Word, and out it goes. As you can see, it's going through its paces, right? Paragraph after paragraph, and there were about, if I'm not wrong, about 3 to 4 pages worth. Now, in order to show you this demo, what I've done is I've actually copied out some of the text from this particular Word document. And the text looks something like this. While the recording plays through and showing you all the information that is provided through the creation of this report, right? So this is the beginning of it, all right? Several paragraphs with a bunch of bullet points. So what I wanted to do is to show you, by placing this text into GPT-0, for example, all right, I'm able to see and determine if the AI detector, in this case, determines that it's more human or less human, or maybe more AI, if you want. So let's have a look. I'm just about to paste the text in one paragraph. The check origin. And off it goes. Ooh, look at that. You notice that paragraph comes up to be entirely yellowed, right? There says sentences that are likely AI generated. So GPT-0 has determined that my text is AI generated. So what do you think? So if you scroll down further, you actually see this bit on the right. Okay, so let's have a look. So it says, we are uncertain about this document. If we had to classify it, it would be considered AI generated. 78% probability. Not bad. And if you look at the bottom bit, it says probability breakdown. Human, 22%. Mix, 0%. AI, 78%. So really, I don't think we can get away with it. So what do you think? All right. Now, there's also another feature whereby you can upload the file instead of what I did to copy a paragraph. So I'm just going down to pick up that document, right, and then submit it. So out it goes. So the whole document at the beginning, it starts with global warming, right, a report by Copilot. You notice all the text is being highlighted with yellow, essentially telling us that this is truly a AI-generated document. All right, we can't run away from that. Okay? So that's something that we need to be very aware of, right? I urge you, if you're submitting something formal, something that maybe even you'll be tested, right, and validated if this is original work, it's very important for us to do the right thing. We can use AI to guide us, give us the bullet points and so forth. But nothing beats our own intelligence inserting in valuable content and even asking AI to help us touch it up, make it look better and so on. So that's it for me from today, from AI tools. Okay, let's go to the next section, right? I've got a little bit of news. Okay, now I saw this on CNET, right? A review that is very favorable to Copilot, right? It says something along the lines that Bing is my default search engine now. Truly, it speaks to my own situation. I used to use Google a lot. In a typical day, at least half a dozen times, but now the half a dozen times have switched to Copilot. Right? So what I wanted to do was just to show you a little bit of what Imad Khan said about Copilot. And he did a comparison, by the way, with ChatGPT as well as Google Gemini. Right? So he says what makes Copilot unique is that it's essentially 3 GPT engine in one. So it's got 3 modes: balance mode, precise mode, creative mode. Okay, each mode uses different amount of GPT. If you want balance and precise modes, it says uses GPT-4, right? And of course, it's got more than 1 trillion parameters already today. Okay, compared to GPT 3.5 that uses 175 billion. Okay, and creative uses GPT-4 Turbo. So all of these bits and pieces makes the whole Copilot a more interesting solution. Don't you think so? Right? So when he compared it with ChatGPT and Gemini, right, he found that it's got a very high accuracy, right, and fine-tuning like ChatGPT, and even has that latest internet connectivity like Gemini. So the bit that he ends this article with is saying that it's a wonder why Microsoft isn't charging for it. Well, I really hope that they never do charge for it, right? But of course, there are paid version of Copilot, like Copilot for Microsoft 365, Copilot for security, Copilot for Power BI, and so forth and so forth. So it's not surprising, in my thoughts, in my opinion, that Microsoft Copilot on the iPhone, the Android phone, and all these devices, including the web version, should remain free. Thank you very much. And I'm going to pass it back to the team who's going to take you through the rest of it. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. This is...
So that's done first part of our session, sharing from Noel. So we can see different flavors of different types of GPT and then Noel shared some of the news, how the ChatGPT was being used by users, how many users, how many millions of information has been sent to ChatGPT to process, and then types of ChatGPT in Copilot. So I will walk through some of the flavors that are available in Copilot. So if you can see from my screen now, so the paid version of Copilot, which come with Microsoft 365, means you have Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and Teams. So you can do an add-on which costs you $30 per month per user, will enable you a Copilot AI features inside those applications. So if you want a comparison, right? So you can see here for the individual version, there's a free and also a pro, which costs you $20. For organizations, which I just shared, you have a free as well. But if you want the features to be available in Outlook, let me just Outlook, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote, and other Microsoft applications. So you will need to pay $30 per month per user. So you will have other feature available for you if you are in an enterprise plan, right? We call it an enterprise plan. So you will have enterprise grade data protection. Means you can actually filter out certain sensitive keywords so that it won't be available to a certain type of group of users. So you can do a lot of things, and you also got like Copilot in Teams. Means during this meeting, you can have AI automatically generate the meeting notes and also give you suggestion for you to ask question as well. So you can even build your own Copilot. Let's say your company have set of data. Let's say you are telco, right? You are telco, then you will be expecting a lot of calls and question from the end user. You have built a knowledge base and set of documents, FAQs, right? You can actually throw into the Copilot Studio, and it will automatically build a AI chatbot, and you can use that AI chatbot and you place them in your website or in any application that you build, right? So basically, user can ask question, and the AI chatbot will look into your knowledge base and document that you have supplied to the Copilot Studio. So there are many scenarios you can do, and you also can do that with Copilot GPT Builder as well. But there are limited features compared to the organization version. So if you move to the next slide, so these are the summaries, right? So you have the free version, you have Copilot free version. You have Copilot for Microsoft 365, which costs you $30. There are other Copilot version as well, which is a sales and for services. So for sales, they included all the features that available in Microsoft 365, but they also have other features that you can extend into if you're using Salesforce or you're using Dynamic CRM. So you can actually have the AI capability part of that application as well. So similar to the Copilot for service as well. For service, they cater based on the business role. Let's say you are doing sales, and or you are doing HR, or you are doing certain other businesses, right? And logistic. So they have a particular set of AI enable settings and tools for you to use just by paying $50 per month per user. So if you drill down more into Copilot for Microsoft 365, so what are the applications that have been enabled with AI, right? So these are the list of application at the moment. Word, PowerPoint, Outlook, OneNote, Chat, and Teams, Loop, Whiteboard, and Studio. So others are still in preview. And recently, Microsoft released a few other Copilot, like Forms. Last month, they released Forms. And then even for schedule, right? Outlook schedule will be coming next month also. So you are expecting more and features. Imagine they just released it end of last year. So Microsoft are really putting effort in introducing a lot of features under the same amount of $30 per month. Right? So these are the licensing requirement. Let's say you are on a business plan, Office 365 business plan E3, E5. You can purchase the Copilot license. Doesn't matter in which agreement you are, EA or other direct CSP purchase agreement, you can actually purchase the Copilot add-on into your Microsoft 365. So now we move into the free version of Copilot. One of the free version Copilot that available is in your mobile. And you can actually write content and do many things with Copilot in mobile. So they are available in Android and as well as iOS. So here the demo, right? I just will walk through the demo. Let me just play this demo. You can just install, you download from the Google Play Store and App Store. After you download, you install, you open. So you don't need to sign in, but you don't have the history of chat prompt that you have typed to the Copilot. You can straight away use it. So for example, here, one of the demo that we're trying to do is write an email, right? And then it can actually write for you a long sentence or even a short sentence. And then create an image, right? You can ask the Copilot to create an image for you. It can create an image for you. And you can even ask the Copilot to identify any images, right? You can just use your camera phone and capture the image and throw into the Copilot to actually identify, and then the Copilot can actually give the answer for you. And you can use GPT-4 for free. That is one of the great feature. Newer AI model. You can even create songs and do other things as well. So I will go to the next slide. So just about basic about Copilot. How does the Copilot for Microsoft 365 works, right? So let's say in the left side here, you have all the apps, and then you send a command and create a proposal and summarize this text and create a graph from in the Excel or create a PowerPoint, right? And then this command will send into Microsoft Copilot ecosystem here, and then it will pre-process your command, right? To a certain extent that Microsoft Graph, which is one of the Microsoft key component of Copilot, to actually understand the prompt that you have written. So after it pre-process the information, the request that you want it to be, then it will process here using Microsoft Graph, and then it will send into the large language model, which is which is running by Azure OpenAI. And then after that, it will send you the result of information that you want, right? For example, write me a text or create me images, right? And then after that, it will send back to the Microsoft Graph, and then it will send you the information that respond to you. So how this is an overview how does Microsoft 365 Copilot works. So if you want to understand about the user perspective, right, the personas, um, well, which user types can use Copilot? Actually, Microsoft says that you can, if you are anyone inside the organization, you can utilize the AI Copilot the best possible way for you, right? For example, in HR, you can actually go in and ask about who taken a leave, create a coding profile, and you can actually do that. Marketing teams can actually go in and generate ideas, and sales actually can actually go in and crunch the numbers, right, and give you projections. And customer service can actually even coordinate the resolve, right, to entertain customer better, maybe using the AI powered knowledge base and FAQs, right? And finance also can actually validate the data quality, right? They can actually create dashboard easily using Power BI with Copilot. And even IT person as well, right? From like me and Vic and our team, right? We can, yeah, one of the way is to actually track the project progress, and we can just ask the Copilot what are the project progress, what are the pending items, right? But you can also use, for example, to develop application using AI. So if you go just a brief under Copilot for as an individual view, right? So these are the list of product that are available for individual for them to actually use, right? So you have the normal Copilot, You have the Copilot and Microsoft 365. You have the chat, Teams, Outlook, and other things. You will even have the Copilot in Windows, right? If you got time, then I will demo to you later on. So if you focus on Teams, right? Teams means you and your colleague, right? In a department. So what are the applications that have the Copilot enabled, right? You have the loops, you have OneNote, right? You can play, you can plan, you brainstorm, right? And you can use OneNote to summarize the things that you want to do and design and plan things that you want to do. You can use Copilot in Power BI. You can actually generate dashboard using data that you have loaded into the Power BI. So even in organization, right? You have a Power BI, you have a Power Platform. This is one of the things that I've just mentioned. You can use AI to create application. Let's say a simple leave application, right? You can use a Power Apps capability to create them. You just type a prompt, create a leave application flow, then it will do that for you. You can do other things as well. For example, in organizational level, right? There's a security that you can actually monitor the use of Copilot. You can actually of Copilot. You don't want anyone to go into your tenant, right? Asking question that confidential. For example, how much sales, what are the customers, who are the customers of this company, right? So you can actually, in organizational level, right, you have the capability to control them, right? So if you understand as a whole, right, as a person, so Microsoft actually covers everything from an individual perspective to team and also to the organization in all their application. In a day life of using Copilot, right? So these are the example of for you to see, right? For example, you have a Microsoft Chat with Copilot. You can actually summarize email. You can just ask a Copilot, just summarize an email maybe like 2-3 days ago, or email from someone, abcd.com, right? You can do that. And then next, you can ask the Copilot to draft an email and even propose a meeting, right? That everyone's able to attend within your team, right? And you can ask Copilot to actually show all the data inside from a financial forecast. Let's say you are doing some sales, and then you want to understand what will be the forecast in the next quarter or in the next year, let's say. And then can ask Copilot to create a slide deck for you. You can ask question in Teams during the meeting with the client or anyone. And you can even summarize the meeting, ask the Copilot to come up with the notes for you. So let's watch one of the demo, which is Copilot in Teams. So I will just play through. If you cannot hear the voice, it's okay. I can just.
Imagine you have an appointment that conflicts with your weekly business review. What if you could do both? With Copilot, you can opt to follow a meeting. After the meeting ends, Copilot will summarize what you missed. You'll get a notification in Teams when the recap is ready. This recap will highlight content that was shared, summarize notes, and any action items for you or others whose names were mentioned. You see that one of your customers was discussed, and you want to learn more. You can ask Copilot clarifying questions, and it provides a detailed response. It can tell you why a certain decision was made, and gives you helpful context. You can even ask Copilot what other solutions were considered, and it provides citations from the transcript so you can see where Copilot drew these conclusions. It's a huge time saver. So that was pretty cool. But the real magic of Copilot happens during a live meeting. Let's say you're in a meeting with your capturing the spirit of the discussion. And as the meeting progresses, you can check in on where people stand. You can even ask Copilot what questions are unresolved. It's just amazing to see this happen in real time during a meeting.
So that is Copilot in Teams. So let me show you a live demo if possible, right? Let me just show you if possible. So now I'm in Teams, right? So I have my Copilot enabled in my Teams. So I can just click here, and then it will come up with the right side as a chat box, and you can actually ask anything. You can ask anything related to this meeting. You have more prompt here. For example, you don't know what to type, you can just use the existing custom-made prompt by Microsoft. For example, let's say I just click here, recap the meeting so far. So it will take time for it to load, but it will come up with a bullet point of, for example, whatever that I have said before, and or Vic, or even Noel, that video that I've shared before. So here, right, within like even 10 seconds. So it just mentioned a key topics, AI detection tool, Copilot in Word, Copilot news and comparison, Copilot licensing and features, right? So whatever that even we played in the video, right? Even that one Copilot can capture, and Copilot in mobile and Teams. So it mentioned here what time does the information was spoken, right? So you can even do other things. For example, right, suggest a follow-up question. For example, you are inside a meeting, you don't know what question that you want to ask the presenter or whoever inside this meeting. You can ask the Copilot to suggest for you. So here, right, for example, what question can I ask? Okay, you can actually ask about GPT-02. What is the source and reliability of this tool? So ask Copilot, okay, actually my username is Copilot. That's fine. If my name is Vic, and then it will prompt here, ask Vic about this. Copilot about Power BI, right? And so this are Copilot in Teams. So if I move to the next demo, right? So I will just show you Copilot in Words. I will show you Copilot in Form. After that, I will pass to Vic for his presentation. So let's watch the Copilot in Word, right? So let me just play this video.
And don't have time for writer's block. Copilot can draft a proposal based on your customer notes in OneNote, as well as another internal document. Copilot scans the target files and gets to work, quickly generating a first draft with all the key details from the files you provided. Now let's say you want this to look like one of your previous proposals. Copilot can give you a draft in the format you typically use by specifying a reference file, and it can also insert relevant images from another file. To add the final polish, Copilot can generate a short summary at the top of your document and also suggest ways to strengthen your proposal, with options such as adding an FAQ, which it will generate for you as a starting point for you to refine and add to. Copilot has taken a tedious task, simplified it, and freed you to focus on the details that matter most.
You can see, right, the presenter just now built a proposal from existing notes of discussion. After that, it asked the Copilot to format the proposal based on the formatting of existing proposal that they have made, and add some images, and as well as even add some section in the end, FAQ. So that's the power of Copilot. We can actually do that. So let me show you in real life, right? Right. So I have it here. So I've opened here, right? So let me just. Okay, I think it's fine. Okay, let me create a new Word document, right? So let me just create a blank Word document. So you can use the web version, even a normal desktop version that you are using, right? So now I have the Copilot here, right? So how to draft with Copilot? One, you have the icon here over here, or you can actually click the Copilot icon at the right side, top right side here. But I prefer to just use this one. So okay, create. Okay, let me. I want to draft, right? So I just click this one. Create a business proposal for me to open a coffee shop. Right. Right. See, even within few seconds, it will able to start writing the business proposal for you. So maybe it's too small. Maybe I try to make it bigger. Is it okay, guys? Yep. It should be okay. So it will continue to write. And then you can actually add more information after even it generated the content for you. So you see, right? For example, here you didn't even mention what information that you want. You can do that. Let's say you have 10 titles that you want to be inside your proposal. And then you can actually, in your prompt just now, you can actually mention them. And then the Copilot will make sure all the information are filled in. So here you have the executive summary, objective, market analysis. You can tune maybe, for example, now it's general. So it use the US as one of the market analysis. You can tune it maybe into Malaysia or Indonesia or Singapore. And financial plan, right? The coffee shop will require initial investment, right? So what are the expenses will be for rent, for renovation? So, and then still generating for you. Yep. So what are the projection? All right. So the marketing of your coffee shop will cost 2,000 per month. The tax will cost about 25%. Then the financial projection, right? And what will happen in the first 2 years, the next 3 years. You can actually ask the Copilot to do that. You see how detailed, how granular it is. It's able to do a financial plan projection for you for by month, right? So the first month, second month, what the revenue expected, expenses, net income, cash flow. So break even point. So it will ask you. It will actually mention. It will suggest you that break-even point will happen even after 2 years or 3 years. So these are the capabilities of Copilot in Microsoft Word. So the similar intelligence are available in PowerPoint and other Microsoft product. But I want to jump into one of the latest product that Microsoft introduced, right? Because we only have 15 minutes. So I will just leave this to generate. So one of the latest, right, is the Microsoft Form, right? They just released it last month. So let's say I want to create a feedback form, right, for this webinar or any webinar, right? So I can just create a new form. And then I can just draft with Copilot. It can actually create all the elements inside this form for you. Even for you, let's say you want to upload a document, you can actually create for you. So for example, now I will just use an existing one. So design a volunteer sign up form, right? So let's say I've just go and generate. There's example here. Create an employee feedback form for HR, right? So never mind, I want to try the first one. So click generate. And then Copilot will create the draft, finalize the question and option. Yeah. So yeah, you see how quick it is within like 15 seconds, 10 seconds. It actually created all the information inside this form. For example, what is the full name, email addresses, right? on the scale of 1 to 5, right? I created all the question for you. And then please upload your resume. Let's say, so for example, I want this draft, I can just keep it. Or I can actually tune the response here. But I need to provide some of the prompt for Copilot to regenerate. So let's say I keep it, and then it will generate the form for you. So done, right? You see, right? Within like not even 1 minute, you have your form ready. So you can actually use the pre-existing design from Microsoft. You can maybe use this one. Then yeah, your form is done, right? And so that's how it. So you see, this how is it start now, and then your form is ready. Okay. So this is one of the latest addition to Microsoft 365 Copilot. Microsoft are generous. They are adding more and more things into the same plan. You don't have to pay extra on your $30 per month. So let's go back to our proposal just now, and then I pass it to Vic. Okay, so is it done? I think almost not yet. Wow. Okay, done. So 6 pages of proposal, right? And with all the market strategy and the break-even point. After 2 years, you were able to break even if you are trying to start your coffee shop business. So that's all from me, Vic. I think I pass it to you now.
Hi, Rizwan.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, Rizwan. Just a little more sharing. In event, what about, let's say, I want to save some money. So what about using the free Copilot features that's available? How can I use it, and what is the latest thing that is going on now? Let me just share my screen. So I have so many screen ready. Okay. For example, this is the latest updates on Copilot. This is a personal account, free account. So free account is a slightly different thing compared to, well, for example, let me show you. Okay, this is enterprise account, so it's come with an enterprise email. So it's like the UI is a bit different. So there is so many different things you can do. These are sample template for you to just understand the tool. So you can type your own here, same. But as for the personal account, which is what we call Outlook.com or Hotmail.com account, it's slightly different. It comes with a lot of packed custom AI. This is mainly data. So this data for vacation planning, cooking assistant, fitness trainers, as well. The first one is default. It will be selected is here. This one. So these are all your recent history chat. So I have a lot. You can see since last year, I have so many. I can't see all. So you can turn on the personalization. You can even turn on personalization here. It's currently on. So if you don't want to personalize for your own use, but I want to show everybody this. This is actually Bing.com chat. This is a Copilot within Bing search engine. And there's also another website which is almost the same. You can see there's no difference. So slowly later, Microsoft will embed this. So if you're confused, doesn't care, it's the same. The history is the same, everything is the same. So this is bing.com/chat. This is copilot.microsoft.com. Don't get confused, either one is fine. I will just keep using bing.com/chat. So far it's still usable. So that you understand it's not different thing, it's the same thing, yeah? It's the same thing. But the difference is I would like to see my account here, so I prefer this one. I got my reward points, I can redeem stuff here for browser and so on. So there's point here, but just a bit out of the Copilot thing. So let me just go back to something more about the Copilot GPTs here. So you see, notice there's a word here, plugins. Yeah, plugins, yeah. So go inside here. You can see by default, this is enabled. The Copilot is connected to the search engine, the website, to search for information from including news, multimedia, shopping, and more. So this is important. This is the main one. But you can also connect Copilot, this smart brain, to Instacart. So you ask recipe discovery ingredient, so you can turn on one. Okay, you can search with this as well. Or search flight. You want to plan flights, traveling, and so on. You can use Kayak. You can turn it on as well. And the next thing is Klama. So you can search and compare prices from thousands of online shops, only available in US, okay? So not Malaysia, mainly for US. You can turn it on, turn it off, or turn it off. We are in Malaysia. There's also Open Table, provides restaurant recommendation with direct link to book. So let's say you want to look for a restaurant for your company, appreciated dinner, or you want to book a special meeting, lunch meeting, and so on. So it's here. Or you can turn on shopping, millions of products, greater span, and so on. But then notice, maximum number of players are enabled. So what does it mean? Basically, they allow you to enable 1, 2, 3, 4 plugins. So in short, let's say I'm not really a cook recipe person. I'm not using this persona. I also not planning a trip. So let's say no. Okay, never mind. I also not planning for a restaurant and so on. But let's say you want to shop something else, buy something for office and so on. You can use this. For example, I'm just to show this. Okay, I am looking for a good couch for office lobby, which is matching to our office color or wall color of say the wall color is orange or yeah, just so let's see what you get. So you can notice there's icon here. This is still matching this icon. This is using currently attached to this data set. Sure, I found some option for you. Modern lining fabric, So give me two. Okay, for example, can you find products within Malaysia and create a table with at least 5 options. Yeah? Also adding a criteria of a 3-seater couch. Yeah, okay, so let's try. I'm not sure Shop can handle Malaysia market. Can you access? Let's just try out. Let's see what you get. Yeah, 3-seater option. Come up with a table. That looks like I cannot access Malaysia website, which is fine. So, okay, I need to see, let's say I just read text the sofa. So I see some pictures. And you show me pictures. Touch. See, cannot, right? So you got no choice. You have to click on the link. It doesn't stop at there and just tell you cannot. And they will actually give you a list of links so that you can click. So that's how good it is. Sometimes you work with stuff, they just tell you no, cannot do. That's it. So now, then at least this one can give you extra. You only ask for certain things, but it goes beyond what is required to do more for you, just to help you. So for example, I just click on the link. I just see, oh, okay, this is the car he referred to. Okay, oh, let's look at the other one. Oh, it's almost the same color. Let's go for this. It's giving you all. Oh, now you know there's some problem. The link you gave of the same product, and you give me variety of design. See? Let's see. So you apologize, you have to correct him, improve it. So it looks like this is an app. You see, it's shop.app. So with a very product that is available for shop.app. So something is wrong here. So therefore, this is not very strong because this website, it depends on the number of seller here. See, let's try to check what it gave. Yes, it's out. Well, don't know why it's so cheap, 78 USD. Okay, so it's like this. What about the other one? Oh, it gives all the same. So that is some of the prompt you need to. It looks like my prompt was not good enough. But let me show you another one. So I'm going to switch on. This is something that a lot of people didn't know. This is Suno, one of the announced new AI. That now my Copilot is not just a single model AI, it's a multi-model. So multi-model AI, that's why they can attach to different data set. So Suno is a music creator, a song creator. Create for me a few but cheerful song on the focus of happy life with happy family. Okay, for example. Oh, I see I typed wrongly, but it's supposed to be but by. I'm using Suno now. It's waiting for me. Sorry, give me another few minutes and I'll end it here. I know it's almost 5:02.
Yeah, no problem, Vic.
Right, lyrics is ready. But a fire feeling so alive with my friend by my side. Da 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 is created. Lyrics. Family matter is the topic. It's creating the song now. Okay, let's see, it's done. I switch on my audio. I hope it's loud enough. I max everything. Let's see, let's listen. Can you hear?
A bit slow, but bit slow, but yeah, we can hear.
Because I put chill and joy cheerful. So it's depending on your prompt. So that's not the right thing. So you can compose again. I tried composing Chinese one as well. It works. So you're free to play. Okay, I'm gonna end here. Thank you, everyone. This is just my sharing.
Okay, thank you.
Rizwan.
Okay, thank you everyone for joining this session. We will have more session next month. I hope everyone can join and see you guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.